What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 3 of our franchise mode with the Vancouver Canucks. So, me being the genius that I am, recorded half this video with my microphone disconnected. Yeah, that's not my smartest moment, but I'm just gonna pretty much be doing a commentary over about half the video, or maybe 1/3 of the video. Just explaining everything. So you can see here there are lines for the season, not looking bad. Defense looking pretty good too. So at the end of the video, last video, I did ask you guys a question. Seems like we have too many players on this team. What do we do with them? So I'm like, should we trade Beagle? Should we trade Granlund? So taking a look at their stats, I really like Beagle's stats. They're a lot better than Granlund's. Granlund is... He's more of an offensive player, but we don't need that. We have a good bottom six, so we're going to need Beagle to maintain our bottom six. He's going to man the fourth line center in this video. So as you can see here, his stats are pretty good. So I comment here from Matthew Decina, I hope I pronounced that right, but our assistant GM here is saying trade Beagle or Granlund. Matthew, I think you're a genius. So as I said, I'm going to be trading Granlund because I think Beagle is more valuable to our team. So a lot of these teams are like over cap space. So I finally made a trade here with New York for Brett Howden and that Poink guy. Never really heard of Poink, but he's not too bad. So that trade does go through, which is awesome. Now I just have to edit our lines here. Pretty much we'll be simming our first game as well, because we have 4 or 5 rookies on this team. So first period here, it is 2-0 for San Jose. Brent Burns and Chris Tierney. Second period, Elias Pettersson scores his first goal of the NHL. Grab that puck with Joe Pavelski as well. So the third period, Quinn Hughes. That's bragging rights. I mean, you're a defenseman and you score before your brother Jack. That's bragging rights. So 2 of our rookies score there. And then I'm just going to be speeding up kind of this video. So as you can see, we're off to a fantastic start there. 0-5-1. That's taking a look at the draft class. Lafreniere, that guy looks amazing. I would love to get him. But actually, the way we're going, we might end up with the first overall pick. But Lafreniere, pretty good. That Curbs guy looks alright. 0-7-1, perfect. We finally get our first win. But as you can see, starting here, we're starting to pick up a bunch of wins. 6-12-2, not too bad. But yeah, we're almost at 500 now. I get this really crazy trade on that really makes me angry. I don't know if you guys remember last video with the whole Hickey thing where Lou Lamoriello kept trying to trade it to us. I'm going to give you a bit of a spoiler. That does come back. But, yep, right here. So, pretty much, my conspiracy is all the GMs sit around at a table and they're like, you know what makes Sturchett angry? Thomas Hickey. So how about we trade him to San Jose instead, and you try and trade it to him? So I'm like, this is not flying. This is not flying in Vancouver. I'm going to decline this here. And literally a couple of days later, we get the same trade. As you can see right here, it's the same exact trade, just literally a couple picks. If I'm declining something, it means I'm declining something. I don't want that player. I don't want that player. Yeah, right here. Same exact thing. So, I don't know if this is going to happen next video if we get a trade for Thomas Hickey, but I don't want him. I don't want him. As you can see here, we're doing not too bad. We just bumped above 300, 31 wins, 27 losses, 7 overtime losses. But, one thing, I did make a stupid mistake. I simmed until the trade deadline day, and as you know, this year we can't do that. You can't make a trade. So looking at the leagues, everybody in the league, we are 21st here, and the last team is Arizona. Not looking too good there. Okay, so looking at the point leaders, your point leader right now, Bo Horvat, your captain. Sven Berchi there, not doing too bad. Brock Besser, I'm assuming a bit more goals out of him would be cool. Elias Pettersson there, doing fantastic, might I add. 49 assists. We have the man Jack Hughes as well with 38 points. I mean, yeah, you can see Elias Pettersson grew by one. Jack Hughes grew by 1 too. 18 goals. I'm happy with that. Thomas Vanek putting up 35 points. I mean, as a rental, not too bad. Just kind of like what he did in Vancouver. He had a very good run here. And as you can see, Nikolai Goldobin only 26 points. A bit disappointing. Quinn Hughes, 11 goals. So this guy, what he looks like, is a goal scorer. Goal-scoring defenseman, so I'm super psyched about that. Dahlin, he has 18 points. I mean, I could want more, but we do raise him to the third line actually, just because he's a third line player. It says now. And also one thing, as you can see, Chris Tanev does not want to sign with us. So what we do, I really like Chris Tanev. He's put so much to this team. We're going to give him more than he wants. He wanted 3 years, 4.75. We're going to give a bit more than that. And he actually does accept, which I'm super excited about because I really like Chris Tanev and all he does for this team. But something clicked in my brain here. I'm like, wait, I should test this. Just look at this footage to see if it's all going, if it's all working. So, ladies and gentlemen, take it away. Oh my god, I just realized that I have been recording this entire video without my mic plugged in. Like, what type of genius does that take to record an entire video without his mic plugged in? I don't understand that. Wow. That's fantastic. Okay, so Stanley Cup champions, Pittsburgh Penguins. Calder Cup champions, Rockford Ice Hogs. Wow. I'm just really fazed by that. What happened is I put my head, I play on a PlayStation, so I put my headset into my, I'm going to cover that up so I can't see actually who's on the picks, but pretty much what I do is I put my controller into my headset so I can listen, have the audio in my headphones, and when I do that, it disconnects my microphone, so I have to manually go into devices and actually put it on there. Okay, so enough about my stupidness. Let's go here. Number 15, Winnipeg Jets. Number 14, Columbus Blue Jackets. Number 13, New York Islanders. Number 12, Carolina Hurricanes. Number 11, Minnesota Wild. Number 12, Vegas Golden Knights. Number 9, Nashville Predators. Number 8, Boston. Number 7, New Jersey. Number 6, Ottawa. Number 5, Buffalo. Hold up. We haven't seen us yet. Does that mean we got a lottery pick? Number 4, Calgary. Okay, so we're in the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, Arizona Coyotes. Oh my god. We are either picking 1 or 2. And number 2, we have the Montreal Canadiens with Vancouver winning the draft lottery. Okay, so for all of my stupidness not recording, we finally get a break and win the draft lottery. You can see Chris Kunitz has retired and became a scout for New Jersey. So what we're going to be doing here, let's just take a look, see where we finished, see how far we jumped up. But Los Angeles Kings still number 1, President Trophy. Connor comes back to the playoffs. That's awesome. A lot of low scoring this year. Look, 107 was the most, and 5th in the NHL was 99 points. That's not that much. So let's see where we finished off. If we jumped a crazy amount. Okay, so we're 25th in the NHL, and we jumped up 6 spots. Wow, that's crazy. So we finished with 84 points, and we absolutely robbed the Arizona Coyotes of their first overall pick. And Montreal, who was 23rd, they jumped all the way up to 2nd. So that's a little break for us. So I'm happy. So let's see who are the point leaders for our team. As you can see, your captain, Bo Horvat, with the magic number 69 points. Sven Betty, 21 points. Elias Pettersson, 22 points. Well, Sorry. 21 goals, 22 goals. But Sven Berge has 64 points, 62 points for Pettersson. That's awesome. He's an 85. That's so good. 26 goals. So Jack Hughes and Brock Besser, so the two Americans leading our team in goals. Brock Besser's still an 88. Jack Hughes jumped up to an 82, so he's going to be playing second line time next year. We got Thomas Vanek with 45 points. He didn't grow because he's old. Nikolai Goldobin, 79. Wow, he digressed hard. He was an 81. Oh my god, I think we got to move him. He looks like he's fallen hard. But Wood, the guy we traded for, Miles Wood, 79 overall, he moved down by 1, so that's not good. But Quinn Hughes jumped up, he's an 83. Myers Dahlin still a 79. Not bad, not bad. Let's see how Demko did. So we have Demko an 88 overall for $2 million. Wow, that's a steal. So we better sign him to a really good contract after this year. He's going to want a lot of money. But let's look at the NHL awards. As you can see here, your Stanley Cup champions, Pittsburgh Penguins. Nobody cares about that. So Tarasenko won the Art Ross, with Tarasenko getting the Hart. James Norris goes to Drew Doughty. Not too bad. Lady Bing goes to Tarasenko. So that's 3 for him. Colin White wins the Calder Memorial. Takes it from Elias Pettersson. Oh, Colin White, you are now my enemy. Conn Smythe goes to Matt Murray again. No, Crosby actually took that again, when they did win the cup. Vezina goes to Ben Bishop. William M. Jennings goes to Jonathan Quick. Bill Masterton, Zach Bogosian, Frank J. Selke to the Crosby. Ted Lindsay, Tarasenko, that's his 4th award. Maurice Richard, Tarasenko, that's his 5th award. And then the Art Ross. So Tarasenko cleaned it up with 5 awards. Wow, that's crazy. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually take a look at the draft class before I jump into this. Kind of see who we're gonna pick here. That Radek Herbas, that guy we were looking at, who didn't really get many goals. Yeah. Can I tell you where I can see like his stats? Anywhere I can see these people's stats? No, I can't. That sucks. But that guy looks pretty good. We still have no clue who this guy. A defenseman would not be bad for us. A defenseman would not be bad. But we have Alex Lafreniere here. 4th overall, consensus says. I don't know why. See if we have any. See if we have any gems or busts in this. Okay, so we got a bust here in Zykov. People are saying he should be in the 90s. We should say he's in the hundreds. Any gems? Okay, no gems. So, this is going to be hard. This is going to be a hard pick. What do we do? Do we trade back for Lafreniere, or do we go with some of the random generated play? I think we have to go for Lafreniere. So the Vancouver Canucks finally winning the draft, but with a hard decision from your GM on who to pick. I mean, Lafreniere, he's a beast. Why can't we go with him? He's similar style to Patrick Kane. Do we go off the board and pick Lafreniere, or do we pick some of these guys? Oh, super hard. Super hard move. We have a lot of snipers. We do have a lot of snipers on our team. So, I mean, going with a playmaker could be a good idea. Alright, I made up my mind. So, one thing that Vancouver has been really missing is we have a lot of European talent. You know, we got some good Americans on the team, but we don't have that one elite Canadian. Yes, we have Bo Horvat. He's really good, but he's not that elite forward. You know, Virtanen or Bo Horvat will be our second. God, no, not Virtanen. Bo Horvat will be our second line forward in the future, second line center in the future. But we need that crazy, elite Canadian for the Vancouver Canucks, which is a Canadian team. So Alexis Lafreniere, you're coming to Vancouver. This is probably a bad mistake. Okay, 76 overall. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, he'll be ready by next year. One thing though, I can tell you right now that Kerbes guy is probably like an 82 or an 81. Okay, so the Cam guy went first. I thought he was supposed to go third. Yeah, that Kerbes guy is an 81. So let's take a look at his stats. Or yeah, we can. Cool. Okay, offensive awareness is pretty good. Pretty good. Wow, that shot category. Oh my god, that's an elite shot there in Kerbes. Kalen Cam, two-way forward, I think. Oh no, playmaker. That two-way forward has jumped a lot. Let's see who's still left. So actually that defenseman is still left. So let's take a look. Wow, that was a good D2, 79 overall. Okay, so he's ready for the NHL. So let's take a look at his stats too. 83, 84. So he's pretty much just a really good, solid defenseman. Great skater. Good hands. 6'2", you know, he's a big boy. But I'm happy with ALEXIS LAFRENIERE. Let's take a look at his stats as well. So shot, not too bad. Puck skills, not too bad. Skating, it's okay. Good offensive category. But this kid is gonna grow. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, we will not regret this pick. So we got, you know, these two guys who are gonna really pretty much be his rivals in his rookie career. Ooh, that DeFrays guy actually was really good too. All right, so we have the 24th overall pick, which I'm pretty sure in the second round, which is Tampa Bay's pick, I think. So, what do we do here? Andres Polak. I mean, just because his last name is Polak, I don't think we can go for that guy. Who do we go for? Some of these guys we actually really did not scout. I mean, we could go for a goalie. Yeah, might as well, but we have a goalie. You can never have enough goalies. This is hard. This draft is a lot harder than last year's draft. I'm gonna go with Polak just because he's a defenseman. Fingers crossed. Oh, low top four. 100% that goalie is gonna be if we can find him here, he's gonna be he's gonna be like an elite goalie. 100%. Let's see here. Anybody getting any steals? Doesn't look like it. Okay, no. So actually he was a medium starter, 47 overall. I mean, we got a low top four, which isn't great. So, I mean, I'm not too happy about that. But maybe we can find a steal here in the third. We have the 6th overall pick. We're going to go with Kyle Krenovich. But we're going to go with that low potential. So, I think we're going to go with this guy and see. Top 9, low forward, not that great. So, I think what we're just going to do is just go by potential here. Okay, so our draft is complete. So going off the board, we do pick Lafreniere at number 1. So hopefully in the future that pays off. I know that Kerbs guy has an insane shot. So fingers crossed that you know, where he's gonna come out for us. I don't think he'll be playing next year. I think Lafreniere won't be good enough to play for our team. But what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go all over all of the contracts, all of the people that are due. So I will be right back. Okay, so Point rejected what we sent him. I sent him 3 years at 1.75. He was looking for 1.85. So maybe we'll just give him that. Dumang accepted. Gauntz, Mott. Jake Virtanen, I gave him 2 years at 1.2. He's a 77 overall. So he really needs to prove he's an NHL player, or I don't think we can, you know, keep him. Sautner accepted. Brisebois, Chatterfield, McEwen, Gaudette, I gave him 2 years at 1.2. Polak accepted. Lafreniere accepted. That's awesome. This guy accepted. Not going to try and pronounce that. Coletta accepted. So let's quickly see if we can give that Point guy a contract here. Oh yeah, I qualified Pouliot because he was asking for way too much, and I qualified Troy Stetcher as well. So let's get this Point guy. we'll give him that. Hopefully he'll be able to, be okay with not getting the extra $25,000, and he is okay with that. So everybody's all caught up to date here, so let's sim up to free agency. Also, one thing I did do is I got rid of Anders Nielsen because he's a 79 overall. I'm going to be looking for, wow. Okay. Oh, I thought that was Marcus Granlund. I'm like, what? He grew to an 85 overall. But no, Mikael Granlund is 85 overall. So let's take a look at the goalies, because this is something we do need is a backup. Bring Miller back. No, he's too old. So I'm thinking Darcy Kemper here might be a good backup. So like say 2 years at 1.85. Not a reasonable contract. That's not too bad. But let's take a look at some of the forwards here. We don't really need a forward. I mean, we got Berchi, Besser, Horvat. We got Hughes. Oh, okay. So one thing is I want to get rid of this one player that you guys have seen here, and that would be Goldobin. Wait, he's back up to a 79. He was at a 78 during the signings, so he grew by one. But I still want to get rid of him because I don't want that $3.25 million contract for very long. So what I'm gonna look to trade him. I'll trade him. Why not trade him here for Comtois? Comtois could be a good player in the future. So, oh man, really? They don't want to take his salary on? Is that what they said? Okay, so what if we retain 250? Just 3 mil. That's all you got to take. Wow, really? So we might have to retain a bit more. Let's go for that. See if they'll accept that. Really? Okay. How about I take $1 mil off his contract? There we go. So he is gone, and we got Comtois there. So future speaking, it'll be Pedersen. It'll be, I don't know if Dahlin will be able to be a full second line forward, but I think what we're gonna do is, future it'll be Jack Hughes, Pedersen, and Besser. It will be Lafreniere, Horvat, and Berchi. That'll be our top 6 for the future. So I'm not going to sign a guy like Wheeler. I'm not going to sign a guy like Hoffman. Actually, Hoffman does want 2 years. So maybe we'll sign Hoffman actually to like a 6-year or $6 million deal for 2 years. Like I said, we can just flip him. I just want him to, be able to provide the veteran presence to some of our rookies. So 6 mil, that's not bad for Hoffman there. Maybe pick up a defenseman too, because Juolevi's not really coming along, ladies and gentlemen. He's not making me very happy. Juolevi is still a 75 overall, so I'm thinking maybe we can sign Schultz here to 3 years at 5.25. Hoffman is like, yep, I'm on board. So he's a Vancouver Canuck. Darcy Kemper is on board too. And Schultz rejected. Okay, so, Edler for a second. Let's take a look at this. What is his overall? 80. Okay, so Edler's an 80 overall, so I think he's digressing very bad. He was an 82 like at the end of last season, so he's gone down already by 2. So probably in the main season he'll be like a 70 something. So let's see if we can move this for like a 3rd instead of a 2nd. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I thought we were giving our 2nd, but I mean, getting rid of Edler, can't complain. So that does mean we have a bit more cap too. So we're going to have to see if there is a defenseman available. So what I'm going to do here just because we have a lot of cap, we have to be under 1,600 to be able to like move players up and down. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be signing Matt Martin to a ridiculous amount of money, $10 million for 1 year of his services. Pretty much, he's a grindy player, fourth line. I'm going to put him in there pretty much just to wreak havoc on other people's first line. So it's safe to say he'll accept that. Yep, so he does. So I think this year is going to be really interesting because we have a lot of forwards that are, ready to go, but we're kind of weak on the defensive side. Like, I know we have Quinn Hughes, we have Tanev. So if Juolevi can make the jump to an 80 or like even a 77, 77, 78, I will put him in because that kid does need NHL experience. Oh, okay, so Pouliot, we put him on RFA. He decided to accept that. Okay, so we have hopeful status, so that's a good sign. Let's take a look at our roster players, starting with goalie 89 overall. We have Thatcher Demko. So that's a big fish we gotta sign at the end of this year, because this is his last year at $2 million. So let's take a look at our defense. We got Quinn Hughes leading the way, 85 overall. Tanev, Myers, Pouliot, Hutton, and that point guy. Juolevi, okay, so he's a 77. I'm going to leave that question up to you guys if we bring him up or not, actually. We could move, like, say, a guy like Ben Hutton down, because Ben Hutton is past his prime. He's 27 years old. This guy's not going to grow anymore. We could move a guy like Ben Hutton down, or we could make a trade so we can free up a roster spot for Juolevi. So that question is for you guys. What are we going to do with him? Right wingers, we have Bo Horvat and... we have Brock Besser and Jake Virtanen. So that's a big jump, an 88 to a 77. Wow. Cole Lind, he's okay. He's a fourth line forward. So that's another question for you guys. Do we bring Cole Lind up? It says he's ready for the fourth line, so that's an option. We have Hoffman, Berchi, so Dahlin, this will be his year to grow. He'll be on the third line for one more year. If he makes it up to like a 82, 83, we'll put him up on the third line. We got Wood, Martin, Roussel, and Gaunt, so probably going to be sending some of these players down. Okay, so we got Pettersson here, 86 overall, Horvat 86 as well. So Pettersson will be on our first line, Horvat will be on our second line, and Hughes here says he's a second line forward, but I think we should put him on the first line. But let's see if there's, we're going to call Gaudette up because we are going to need a center, because we're going to be putting Hughes as a left winger, and I'm pretty sure we'll be putting him on the first line. Okay, so this is what our lines are looking like. Jack Hughes, Pettersson, and Besser. So that is perfect. That looks amazing. I can't wait to see what these kids can do together. Hoffman, Bo Horvat, and Berchi, kind of the second line, more experienced line. We have Dahlin on the third line. He is the third line forward, so we're expecting this kid to grow. Hopefully, like I said, by at least at the end of this year, an 82, 83. We have Adam Gaudette here, making his way back to Vancouver. So hopefully he can grow a bit too. Wood, Roussel, Beagle, and Martin. On defense, Quinn Hughes, Tanev, Myers, Pouliot, Hutton, and Poink. And in net, of course, the man, Thatcher Demko. Scratch players here, Gaunt, Boucher, and Virtanen. Do we put Virtanen in? So I have 3 questions for you guys. First question, do we put Virtanen in the lineup, and who do we swap him out for? Second question, do we bring Cole Lind up, and who do we swap him out for too? Second question is third question, Olli Juolevi. Do we bring him up? So 3 questions for you guys to end this video. Looks like Lafreniere here is going back to the I think it's WHL or the QMJHL, either one of those, or the OHL. Either one of those he's probably in. 3 questions for you. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to do with this team. Like, it looks like we just have way too many players. Like, I could scratch Martin just because that literally this deal was just to sign him so we could have cap space. We could actually make moves without not having too much cap. Because if you have over 16 million, you can't really move players up and down as much. Like, I think this looks good. Like, I don't think anybody's willing to take on Beagle and Roussel's contract because, you know, I don't think anybody's really looking to take on Beagle and Roussel's contract because there's a 77 and a 78. 3 years for $2 million left. Like, we could just scratch them. Like, we could scratch Roussel, we could scratch Martin, bring up Virtanen and Roussel there, and say, like, trade Hutton, or trade Poink, maybe. I don't know what's going on with this team right now, so I really need your guys' help, what we should do. We have too many players. Who do we trade? Who do we ring up? Who do we send down? So that is the ultimate question for you guys. But hopefully this video wasn't too long. I know I've been recording for almost an hour, so I'll try to edit it down as much as possible. But thank you all for tuning in. I'm sorry once again it took me so long to upload this video. I've been super busy lately. But you guys can expect more videos coming soon, like franchise mode. I have a new series that I'm really excited to announce. Most likely will be coming out tomorrow. You know, more ESHL videos, more Hut, stuff like that. I also have some collabs in the future too, so I'm super excited about that. So guys, it is a good time to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel because we got good things coming for the future. But I said but too much, so let's finish this video off. If it is anybody's birthday today out there, happy birthday, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.